Hi guys, and welcome to a new video here on Watch channel. As I have promised you in the last few videos, I have a review coming up of a really nice dress watch which I purchased some weeks ago. Well, and if you're wondering what's in the background, what's on the painting, it's actually it's the little harbor from the small city by the water where I grew up and lived for many years before I moved to the big city. I just want to say thank you to all you guys who have been subscribing to my channel. New subscribers keep on coming to the channel. It's really nice, and I get a lot of thumbs up and a few thumbs down, and that's okay, and a lot of comments. So I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing and being active on my channel. And remember to check the description for this video, because I also have an Instagram account where I post pictures of my watches. And just before we roll the intro, I would just like to do a short wristwatch check. And today I'm wearing the Tissot, the classic, and I actually just today put this watch on a leather strap. It comes with a steel bracelet, but I love this leather strap. It really makes it a very nice dress watch. And I have some more video coming up about this watch. I'm going to review it at some point, but it also will be upcoming in a new video I'm going to do about the perfect three-piece watch collection for less than $500. So stay tuned for that video. Yeah, let's roll the intro and let's get started with the review and see what watch I'm going to review today. Thank you. Okay guys, and here we are with the watch in question. I did an unboxing of this watch a few weeks ago, and it's been a really popular video with a lot of views. So well, and deservedly, because I'm really impressed by this watch when you compare the price to what you're actually getting. And this is the Tissot Sun and Moon watch. And of course, what's really special about this watch is the whole design, what's going on in the dial. This is a dress watch, of course. And what's really special about this watch is, of course, the sun and moon complication. And just to get it straight from the start of this review, this is not a moon phase or sun or moon phase as we know it from Patek Philippe or Oris and other higher end Swiss brands. This is actually much more of a design feature, but it is a feature that follows the time. So when it's now here, it's a little past 5, and then you can see the sun, the moon is coming up. I haven't really set the time right, because I'm going to, during this review, to fool around with the watch and show you how the different complications work. So just to get it straight, this is not a regular moon phase. I paid around $300 for this watch on Amazon, and you can get it through a lot of, if you're in America or in countries who have a trade agreement with America, you can get it for around $250, $270. So it's, for what you're getting a really great watch. So that's just to get it out of the out of the way, this is not a regular moon phase. You don't get a real moon phase watch for $300. But less can do it. It's a beautiful watch. You can get this with a white dial, a black dial, and a blue dial. And since I'm kind of a sucker for blue dials, I of course got it with a blue dial. But I think the two other versions are really beautiful as well, especially the white dial. So what we have here is it's a dress watch with Roman numerals. We got the sun and the moon phase. We got a day complication and a date complication. And the name of the watch is just Orient Sun and Moon, quite simply, because it's what it is. It's a sun and moon watch. So I think maybe it's getting a bit blurry, but you can see it even better here. You can see how the sun plays with the blue, almost sunburst. And you see the moon, and of course we also have the sun. And with this watch you get a genuine leather strap, as it says here, and it feels like a genuine leather strap, but it's not of the highest quality. It's quite stiff, but after I have been wearing this watch, you can almost see it's beginning to get a little bit worn in here by the leathers, and with the leather leathers. It gets a little more soft, so it feels better from every day I wear it. It comes with this nice clasp, which is a click, and then you just fit in the strap here, and you get two. So it's quite a nice feature, and it's really easy to adjust. You just click this up, and then you just adjust it to how big your wrist is. My wrist is around 18 centimeters, which I think is around 7.1 inches in American terms. So yeah, get the Orient logo also in here. You have, and a really nice feature about this watch is, of course, it is a see-through case back. This is always a really nice feature, in my opinion. It's made of stainless steel, and it's an automatic movement, in-house automatic movement from Orient. So it's in-house automatic movement, and I will get into the how you work the crown just in a minute, but let's get some of the dimensions out of the way, and let's start with the reference number. It's the ET0T004D. It's the crystal is synthetic crystal. It's made of stainless steel. The diameter of the case is 42.5 millimeters, and the case thickness is 14.1 millimeters. The bandwidth, the lug width, is 22 millimeters, and you of course get a water resistant down to 50 meters. But I really wouldn't recommend going diving with this watch. I wouldn't even take it to the pool. But it's okay if it's rain. If you are outside and it rains on this watch, it will of course keep out the water. But I would never go into the water with this watch. And like I said, the complications on this watch is besides the time, telling the time, if we can even call this a complication, it's a 3 complication watch. And what we get, as I said before, it's the sun and the moon complication, which isn't a sun and the moon or a moon phase complication as we know it. It's more like a day and night complication. And we get the date complication on this subdial, and we get the day complication. And the way it works is, if you just this is when I pull out the crown all the way out, and if you see how I set the time, when I set the hands, just notice the sun and the moon complication. Here you can see. So if this was the right time now, it's not the right time, but if it was the right time, you can see the sun coming out. So I'm in the middle of the day, almost 12 o'clock at noon, and then you can see then it just follows the time. So during the day you will see this complication move, and it's actually a wheel, and you will see it move. So when we get to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, still sunny. When we get to 6 o'clock, well, then it says that now you can see the stars here, and now we're getting closer to evening, and then you can just see the start of a little of the moon. And now it's when we get to 9 o'clock, of course it's evening, and 10, 11, 12, and so on. And when we get besides midnight, after midnight, it's night. And just look at that feature. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I really especially enjoy the evening feature, the moon feature. Not a moon phase, but a moon feature, a day and night feature. Look at the moon and the stars. So beautiful. And then we just continue, and now it's at night, and it's 6 in the morning. Now it's time to get up and go to work. And well, when you look at the watch, you get happy because now we see the sun is out. So that's the feature of that. And the way the day feature works, the day complication, is actually just setting the time. So you will, if you just notice this hand here, when we get past 12 here, it moves. So you set the time, you set the sun and the moon phase, and you set the day complication. Not a sun and moon phase, but you know what I mean. And you set the day with the same movement when you pull the crown all the way out. When you have to set the time. So if you want to set the date, you just put the crown to the first position. This is the all the way in and first position. And it's a quick set. I will call it, actually it works exactly the same way as it does on this Tissot, with a clicking noise when you set the date, and actually also on my Rolex. So it's really easy. So just a little about how the whole watch works. And if we just get a bit more into the design, I really like the Roman numerals. I think that's really befitting for this watch, that they fitted it with Roman numerals. And you get 2 screws here, which gives kind of a little break in the whole thing. So there's if you're into really simple watches, this is definitely not for you, because there's so many details going on the dial. And a really beautiful, a really cool thing about the way that they built this watch is that if you can notice it's built in layers, actually in 3 layers. It's actually going into the dial. It's not all at the top of the dial. You have to go deeper into the watch. So you can just notice it's built in layers. And that's also why you got 1.4 centimeters or 14 millimeters in the height. And you see it's a very, very slight, not even domed. It's not even a domed crystal, but it's so beautiful. Just see how it works with the light. So beautiful. And this is a big part of this watch, of course, the Orient logo on the crown, which is a nice feature. They did everything right with this watch. The only problem, if we're going to say that this is a dress watch, I think it gets too thick. 1.4 centimeters or 14 millimeters is really thick. Just to compare it to another dress watch, and that's actually the one that I'm wearing, the Tissot. This is around 7.5 millimeters, but with domed crystal, a little kind of a small domed crystal. It goes up. This is much more of a dress watch, because what's important with a dress watch is that you can fit it under your shirt. This is definitely not going to happen with this one.
unless you got a really loose shirt sleeve. So let me just show you a wristwatch shot. Okay, and here we go. So as you can probably notice, it's thick and heavy. So this is just everything is so nice and beautiful with this watch. Of course, it would be nice to have hand winding, manual winding. This is not an option with this watch. So it's a matter of shaking the watch, and that's of course a little bit of a problem if you're the kind of guy like me who has a lot of watches, and I like to wear maybe 4 or 5 different watches during the week. Some watches I wear at work, and then I come home and take it off and put it in the watch box and put it on another watch. So if you're going to wear this watch only a few days a week, you always have to take it out of the box and set it from the start. And with 3 complications plus the time, it takes some time to set. But in my opinion, that's no problem, because I really like to play around with my watches and set the time, so that's no problem at all. But you have just to take this into consideration if you're considering buying this watch. And also the biggest issue with this watch is of course the thickness. So it's not a classic wristwatch because it's so thick. So it's hard to get your shirt sleeve over this. But I must say I have worn this watch during some weeks now, and I've gotten a lot of compliments. And I must say, for $300 you get a fully automatic in-house movement watch with so many complications, a genuine leather band, the beautiful design, the blue sunburst dial, see-through caseback. At this price point, I think it's absolutely amazing what Orient have achieved producing this watch. It's absolutely amazing what they can do at this price point. Well, of course, a lot of it is produced by machine, but it's still quite impressive what they managed to do. So, just like always, I will put up the different characters for this watch, like I started to do in my reviews. But I really hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll have a lot of other exciting watches coming up. I would recommend this to anybody who's looking for a nice, funny, interesting dress watch. And I actually also think this watch goes really great with a polo shirt or just a t-shirt, because it's just a beautiful watch. And well, no problems with it. It just keeps going. Just remember to shake it, and if you wear it every day, there's no problem. It's definitely going to keep time overnight. The power reserve on this watch, I would guess around 30 hours. I haven't really tested it, but I would guess around 30 hours, maybe 32 to 36 hours. So that's okay for a watch in this at this price range. So please remember to subscribe to my channel. Please remember to comment and like, and never shy away from emailing me. You will find all my details in the description. I got a lot of cool content coming up. Some more reviews. The next special on diving watches, which is about the most legendary diving watches since the 1950s, maybe even earlier. And I got a lot of different stuff coming up. Just before I end this video, I just want to recommend another watch channel to you guys. It's the OFD watch channel, which is run by an American guy called Aron Dunlap, and he's really into Japanese diving watches, and he has a exceptionally cool Japanese diving watch collection, which he has collected since the early 80s. So in the description you will find a link to his channel and to his video, and remember to subscribe, because he has a lot of really nice watch videos which are always really relaxing to watch. So a big shout out to the OFD channel, and remember to watch his videos, Aron's videos, and subscribe. And until next time, thank you so much. Remember to subscribe. Bye bye.